What's up guys, Nepenthez here and welcome to episode number 1 of Squads for Profit. I'm going to take you through what this series is going to be about very briefly. I've got a very short period of time before it kicks into some audio that I've pre-recorded. But if you guys do want to purchase any FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFACoinTrader.com. Their link will be in the description. So, what is this? I've given myself 10,000 coins as you can see. I've got nothing in the club. I'm going to use that 10,000 coins. I'm going to go ahead and build a team with that 10,000 coins. I'm going to play a run in the Gold Cup, just one attempt in the Gold Cup. So if I lose in game number 1, it's over, it's done. I sell the team on. If I win all the way to the final, that's awesome. You know, I get to keep those coins and then I'll sell the team on afterwards and see how much profit we make. After I've made all that profit, let's say I, playing games and selling the team, I make 10,000. The next episode, I will be using that 20,000 coins that I then have to build another brand new team, and we will have another run in the Gold Cup and sell the team on again afterwards. And what you guys will get to see, you'll get to see me buying the squad, you'll get to see the gameplay from the Gold Cup, and you'll get to see me selling the squad for a profit. So hopefully show you guys some ways to trade, some ways to build nice teams, and using coins if you haven't got much to actually build a decent team. But guys, I'm going to get into the team, so here we go. Okay guys, so now I have given you a rundown of what the series is going to be about and spending the coins. I just want to show you that I've now got 25 coins left, so I've spent exactly 10,000 coins on this team, which is pretty weird how it's worked out. I've filled the bench up as well. The entire team has to be bought, so I'm going to run you through the team and the bench and show you how much I bought from. The bench really isn't that important. I only got a couple of players that I actually might use, like Adrian here in a 4-3-3 I picked up for 800 coins. And Christian Tello in a 4-3-3 obviously for 750 coins. Those two guys might get games, but these guys here I just picked up to fill the bench. 300 coins for Gerardo, so instantly I could make profit on him, just by discarding him, but I should definitely be able to sell him on for a profit anyway. Reyes for 350 coins, Xavi Prieto for 350, Lopo the centre back for 300, and Alvaro for 350. Then we're going to the main team, guys, and in goal we've got Gaeta for 400 coins. At right back we have got Valera for 400 coins. The two centre backs cost me 300 coins and 400 coins, and the left back there from AC Milan, Didac, cost me 450 coins. We get into some of the more expensive players. We've got Benyat in midfield for 1,000 coins, and this centre midfielder here, Oscar De Marcos, he looks really good for me. 700 coins for a non-rare like this with 88 pace and pretty decent dribbling and passing for a centre midfielder. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. I can see him doing some good work for me in this midfield. And the other centre midfielder I've got is Herrera here, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Picked him up for 450 coins there, so for me that's a pretty decent deal. The left wing position, I got Munain for 350 coins. This guy will sell for 1,000 to 1,500 coins when I sell him on. He's got 4-star skill moves, 86 pace and 84 dribbling. He's one of those stupidly overpowered non-rare players, and I'm really delighted I got him for cheap. And I also picked up Rodrigo for 1,000 coins, 85 pace, 4-star skill moves. He's left-footed, but he's an absolute beast. And then on the right wing position, I've got Jeffren for 400 coins, who also has 4-star weak for 4-star skill moves. Jeffren is a player that I rely on heavily in this team. I've used him in many teams before, and I really like his style of play. I don't know how much more I'll be able to sell him on for, because he's not one of those players that people use much because of the league that he's in. I picked up the manager here. He cost me 200 coins. I don't know if you can see that. And I also picked up a 4-3-3 formation card for the manager, which cost me 200 coins. And then I bought one more purchase because I bid on 2 Rodrigos at the same time, expecting only to get one of them. But I actually managed to pick up this Rodrigo here for 550 coins. And at the same time as I bid for him and the other one, I saw 3 Rodrigos sell for buy nows of 1,400 coins. So I'm going to make a fair few coins on this as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this team does. Like I said, we're only going to play one attempt at the Gold Cup, and whether I win if I lose the first game, you'll only see one game with this team, and I'll sell them on and try and make profit. But yeah, we're gonna go into that eventually. As you can see, the fitness and morale is low. So what I've done for the first game is I've given myself a squad fitness and a squad morale card to make sure the team have almost perfect stuff there. The morale's not all the way at the top, but it's pretty high up. But from this moment on, guys, any contracts, morale cards or fitness cards will have to be bought using the coins that I made, the profit that I've made from playing and selling the team. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is go and get into some games and in the Gold Cup and have a run at it, and then you'll see the Gold Cup, the highlights of the Gold Cup, and you'll see me selling the team on. So let's get into it. So into the first opponent we go, guys, and we've got Mendoza Juniors. He's got a 4-4-2 Italian team, a formation that I really don't like in FIFA 13. It was my favourite formation in FIFA 11, but he's got a very strong team. Balotelli and Muriel, Biabiany, El Shaarawy, Pirlo. He's got Abate at right back and Ogbonna in defence, and Abate for me is probably the best right back in the game, closely followed by Kyle Walker. But to start this series off, guys, a nice goal from Jeffren, who is one of my favourite non-rare players in this game. He's got 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's an absolute joy to play with. I was tossing and turning between using Tello at left wing or Munayin, and I wanted to use Tello perhaps because he had more pace than Munayin. But Munayin has got 4-star skills, which is really important in the 4-3-3 in my opinion. And Munayin scores a goal there in the 17th minute, and this guy rage quits 2-0 down. You know, obviously he couldn't handle what I was giving. And I just wanted to look at the fitness after that game, and nobody dropped any fitness. So everyone still had perfect fitness at 99, which is awesome. Very happy that I managed to come through that game without losing any fitness points, because now I should have enough fitness with this team to not have to rotate players and go all the way through to the final. The second team will come up against a very strong BPL team, Fellaini, Hernandez, and Suarez, among others. You know, very overpowered players, a really decent team. But again, a formation that I just don't see much this year and that I don't really like. But Munayin with a very lucky deflection there, and the keeper palms that into the back of the net, scores his second goal in 2 games after just 6 minutes. And that was kind of the theme for this team. I actually thought Jeffren and Rodrigo would be the godlike players in this team. I've never used Munayin before. I've just seen other people rave about him, excuse me. But I do manage to score another goal with him, and then he takes out Rodrigo with the slide there for no apparent reason. And I go 2-0 up against this team. Now, this was by no means an easy game, and my man here scores a goal with Luis Suarez in the 29th minute to pull it back to 2-1. And I knew I was in for a task. This was a really tough game. I show the match stats afterwards, and in the 85th minute here, Rodrigo with some nice play, the ball goes through to Jeffren, and I wanted to wrap this game up, and so I pass it across goal, sweaty it across there, and Munayin grabs his his fourth goal in 3 games, completing his hat-trick there. But let's take a look at the match stats. Like I said, this was a really even, really tough game, which is why I took that 3rd goal. 5 shots, 3 on target for me, 8 and 6 for him. Passing for him was 88%, and for me 83%, and possession was very even. We came into the semi-final now, guys, and another BPL team, Hernandez again, Morales there, Wilshere, Sissoko. It's a very good team, a very strong team. Lennon at left midfield I found quite weird. If you're going to use Lennon in the team, you know, I'd put Oxlade-Chamberlain at left midfield and Lennon at right midfield. But Munayin again, very early on in the game, 15 minutes in, using the skill dribble that I've become very accustomed to recently, steps inside and smashes it into the top right hand corner. A very nice finish, giving him his 5th goal now, his 5th goal. And look at this again, Munayin through on goal, gets really lucky with the deflection off the keeper again, but scores his 6th goal in 3 games from that left wing position. Now, when I had a Portuguese league team and I had Varela as left mid and Rodrigo and Jeffren in the team, Varela was one of those players that really excelled for me. So maybe in a 4-3-3, that left wing position is one of the positions that just seems to stand out. And I was very happy because this was another game that was super tough. So Daniel Sturridge there scoring to level it up to 2-2 just on the stroke of half time, but just 8 minutes into the second half, and there is DeMarcos, the centre midfielder, to make it 3-2 to me. And there wasn't the end of the goals in this game. There was one more goal here. Jeffren doing some great work in the middle of the park, steps inside here. The guy's containing like a boss, but unfortunately Jeffren's shot is too good, and it goes in to make it 4-2. And 4-2 was almost the final score. We go into the 90th minute now, get a foul in the sort of like the top right hand side. I had a shot for sure, it bounced off the defender, and for the 3rd goal in this episode I get really lucky, and Botia there scoring the header off the defensive block. Probably didn't deserve that 5th goal, but I think I did deserve the win after all. DeMarcos having a great game, getting a couple of assists to Munayin. And look at that, I had 11 shots and 10 on target, 82% passing, and very good possession as well. Into the final we go. We come up against a guy with a 3-5-2 team, a very strong team. Inform Mikali, Inform Diego, Balotelli, Ramirez, Dede the centre-back, Boateng, Santana. It's an awesome team, you know. He's got skills, he's got pace, he's got power. I knew this was going to be a tough game. I knew I was going to be in for a bit of a struggle here. Into the 30th minute, guys, Jeffren doing some work down the right hand side. He dives in for the tackle, and I win the penalty. Very happy to win a penalty and get myself, you know, 1-0 up, and going 1-0 up in a game in the final. I'm very confident these days. Like I've figured out, I've been trying to adapt my game style, my gameplay to different ideas and different ways of how to play, because I've been, you know, I concede a lot of goals usually, and I've been trying to work on that and work on my defensive stance and stuff. And when I go 1-0 up now, I'm actually quite confident that I know what I'm doing good enough to not be able to concede too many goals. And I did manage to go 2-0 up there with Rodrigo, sorry, with a very nice goal. He gets the ball there with Balotelli, a bit of a lucky tackle, lucky break, and the keeper is in no man's land as Balotelli shoots to make it 2-1. But there was no way I was going to give up another goal, and 2-1 was the final score. So I managed to win the Gold Cup, guys, which is awesome. We get the coin bonus for that. We get, you know, 2,500 coins at the end of this game. We managed to make 4,000 coins from gameplay, which is awesome, and we're going to make a fair bit from selling the players on as well. This guy messages me there, lucky about 100 times, and I thought to myself, I didn't feel very lucky. I felt like I actually controlled that game, and you'll see by the match stats here that I'm about to show you that I did indeed control the game. Much more possession, much better passing, and yeah, overall pretty much dominated. But I'm going to get into the sale of the team now, guys. But if you are enjoying this episode, if you are enjoying this series, if you want to see more, leave a like rating, and I will bring this out probably at least 3 or 4 times a week. Okay guys, so we're back and I've sold pretty much all of the team. As you guys well know, I had 10,000 coins to start with, and I had like 4,000, just over 4,000 coins after I'd played the 4 games. So after selling these players on, I've made pretty decent profit. So I sold Alvaro there for 400. I sold Tello for 900, made a bit of profit on him. Sold Adrian for 1,000, made a couple hundred coins on him, and Didac for 550 there. Sold Herrera for 600, and Rodrigo, as I expected, sold for 1,500, and Gerardo there went for 400. I sold the manager for 550. Now I bought him for 200 and applied a 433 card on him for 200, so I made around 100 coins after tax on him. And sold the other, sold Benyat for 1,500. Can't remember how much I bought him for, but I'm sure it's at the start of the video. Munain sold for 750. I actually expected him to go for a bit more than that, but I had to keep reducing his price to get rid of him, although I picked him up for 350, I do believe. And Lopo sold for 400. Now I don't think he had any contracts when I sold him, so that was pretty good to get rid of him. Jeffren sold for 800 coins, so I made a bit of profit on him. And I sold my other Rodrigo again for 1,500, so I made like almost 2,000 coins in total off both Rodrigos. Botia, the centre back, again 600 coins sold for, and Reyes sold for 500 coins. I picked him up for 350. I sold Gaita for 600 coins and De Marcos for 1,000, so I made a couple of hundred on him. Got 3 players here that I picked up, each of them for 350, and I cannot shift them, unfortunately. I've tried and tried and tried, but I can't get rid of them, so I'm going to discard them, which means we've got a grand total of around 3,800 coins profit from buying and selling this team, which isn't too bad considering I started with 10,000. You know, to make 3,800 coins off of just 10,000, I think that's pretty good myself. But let me know what you guys think. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go and spend this 17,800 coins and build another team, and we'll repeat this episode basically. So if you guys have enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We've got a grand total of 7,800 coins profit after the first episode, but I want you guys to let me know what you want me to do with the gold pack, because obviously I've got a free gold pack for winning the tournament, and I really want to know what you want me to do with it. I can't just leave it there, you know, so I'm gonna have to open it at some stage. So let me know in the comment section, guys. But guys, I think this is going to be a real long video because I actually managed to win the Gold Cup, which was surprising. Yeah, went on to win the Gold Cup. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you for the next episode. Peace!